What's up, y'all? I'm actually feeling good today. Yesterday, I was kind of it's really hard to get a lot of fluids in, so I was just like mouth dry, cotton mouth yesterday. Feeling like ugh, but today I'm feeling pretty decent. I'm feeling pretty good today. What did I do today? I did my son's hair. He has locks, so I retwisted that. Did some house cleaning. Got my sister coming to stay with me this week. Don't you love it? Don't you love it? No, got birthday parties, graduation parties, so it's gonna be another busy weekend, so kind of preparing for that, but really just doing little things around the house, and I'm ready for the weekend, but I'm not ready for the weekend because it's gonna be kind of busy, so yeah, there's that. Other than that, y'all, I have really nothing exciting to report. I thought I lost me and my husband's passports because we moved. So I spent an hour finding those. I found those and I was like, Yahtzee. Why don't anybody say that no more? Because it would have been a pain trying to get new ones. I gotta already get a new license because my license is expiring. Everybody I know's license is expiring this year. Have you checked yours? But yeah, that's literally it. So I'm going to just really hop into this news. New York Mets begin the process of getting rid of reliever Jorge Lopez after he was ejected in a 10-3 loss. He threw his glove in the stands. It must have made him mad. Stellantis plans to offer a $25,000 all-electric Jeep vehicle in the U.S. very soon. I hate Jeeps. If I was you, I'd never get a Jeep. Those cars is trash. And when I had one, they had electrical problems. So I wonder if they'll solve them by making this electric thing here. A Houston police officer shot and killed an alligator after it was found with the remains of a missing woman in his mouth on Tuesday. I mean, what was that woman doing with that man? Was it really his fault? I'm just saying, because sometimes people get really close to these alligators. An investigation has been launched into a fatal incident in the Netherlands where someone ended up trapped in an airplane engine. Dang. A Hong Kong court found 14 out of 16 pro-democracy activists guilty of conspiring to subvert the state and territory's single largest case under national security. Hong Kong said, no, y'all not. After many delays and setbacks, Boeing is preparing to launch its Starliner spacecraft. Nissan issues a do not drive warning for approximately 84,000 older model vehicles that carry the recalled Takata airbags. An agent from Bronny James confirms he will enter the NBA draft and would not accept a two-way contract, which could have James bouncing between the NBA and a developmental league. Bronny said, run me my money. Listen, he gonna get it. They giving him the hardest time, but he's gonna get it. Girls of color, especially black children, are getting their periods earlier than ever. Say it ain't so. I got mine at 11. Shoot. Still getting it. Like, come on. Fresh Del Monte has given the world the honey glue pineapple, the pink glove pineapple, and now ruby glove pineapple. Launched its newest creation. Keyword creation. It's not real. It's fake. It's fake fruit. Insert all the conspiracy theorists. Denver is launching a migrant support program and a shift to short-term shelter. I have this video of this Michigan man with a suspended license joined a digital court hearing about his case from behind the wheel of a vehicle he was driving. I mean, at least he showed up for court. Walgreens is still cutting prices. Bruce Willis has continued to do well, according to one of his latest updates on his health from his family since he was diagnosed with dementia. 3 black men have filed a federal lawsuit against American Airlines claiming they were racially discriminated against when they were allegedly pulled out the plane over a body odor. Wow. Interesting. y'all can kick people off the plane for stinking, because I got a few complaints. For months, polls have shown Biden loses support among Black and Latino voters, potentially handing Trump the steal. I mean, it could be true. It's day 22 of Trump's thing. If anybody's paying attention, McDonald's says that it costs 40% more than 2019. Duh. 2 women have filed a lawsuit against the NFL kicker Brandon McManus and the Jacksonville Jaguars that accused the athlete of sexually assaulting them during a team flight to London last year. Global debt has grown to $315 trillion this year. Who knew? Who knew that? You know, they used to say, oh, we can't print more money. Now all they do is print more money. AI misinformation has surged. Duh. Man accused of assaulting and punching people in New York is indicted on hate crimes. Trump's former lawyer Jenna Ellis is barred from practicing in Colorado for 3 years. Gabby Douglas has withdrawn from this week's U.S. champion, ending her run for third Olympic team. She had an ankle injury. All right. Breaking all charges against golfer Scotty Scheffler have been dropped after his arrest outside of the thing. Yeah, he was trying to get in there to practice, and they had a crime scene, and he was like, I don't care, I gotta get on that court. Alright, let's see what I liked on this app.
Since November, you'll probably remember that Combs has been named in 8 civil lawsuits, 7 directly accusing him of sexual assault. CNN's Elizabeth Wagmeister has all of this new reporting for us. Elizabeth, what more are you learning?
Good morning, Kate. So this is obviously the biggest escalation since those March raids on Diddy's homes in Los Angeles and Miami. We are now hearing that federal investigators are preparing to possibly bring witnesses in front of a federal grand jury in New York City. What we have heard is that possible witnesses have been notified that they could be called to testify. Now, sources do caution that investigators are still in the process of gathering information. In fact, they are still calling in new witnesses, and they have called in some witnesses multiple times. We also hear that the majority of the accusers who have filed these civil lawsuits against Sean Diddy Combs have been brought in for questioning, and again, some of them being called in numerous times. We hear that many are cooperating and even handing over evidence that they feel could be relevant into this federal probe. Now, a spokesperson for Homeland Security did not respond to our request for comment about the presence of a grand jury, but they did confirm that this investigation is presently ongoing.
Elizabeth, what are you learning about the evidence that investigators could be reviewing here?
So, as I mentioned, those federal raids that were conducted on his homes back in March, obviously a lot of people wondering what was seized. Well, we are learning now that federal investigators are in possession of video footage that was taken inside of Combs's residence. We hear that these investigators have been contacting individuals that they have seen on this footage. One person, in addition to the accusers who have filed these civil suits, is a male sex worker. That is what a source tells me, and that they have been brought in for questioning through these federal investigators. Now, when the raids first happened, we had a law enforcement source tell us at CNN that the investigation was largely based in sex trafficking, which is what HSI specializes in. Now we are hearing that that scope has been widened and that investigators are really looking into all of these claims put forth in these civil lawsuits. That would include not just sex trafficking, but also money laundering and illegal drugs. I have a source who tells me, quote, "This is much bigger than just these lawsuits."
Sounds like much more to come. Elizabeth, thank you very much for your continued.
Male sex workers, drug mules. I know that that little drug mule guy that worked for him, he got out of he didn't do no time because he's cooperating. So I don't know, y'all. I don't know what they got going on. So this husband left his wife at home because she wanted to stop at Starbucks.
Wife at the airport. The husband explained they had about 15 minutes until boarding started, and his wife insisted on going to Starbucks, which was on a different terminal. He told her she didn't have time, but she didn't listen. He waited as long as possible, but when the gate agent was about to close the door, he decided to get on the plane, and the wife did not make the connection. Yeah, throw the whole wife away. First of all, he was going to visit his daughter. So when the wife decided to go to another terminal with 15 minutes to board the plane, she made him make a choice between her and his daughter. So there was a trip planned before. She overslept, so they already missed the flight. So this is the second time that they're going to try to see his daughter. So when she decided that she was going to delay or just take her sweet time like the plane was supposed to wait for her, then he did the right thing and he got his butt on that plane to go see his daughter.
Yeah, she was playing around at that point. She should have stayed all the way home.
Yes, do.
Mr. Harris, are you driving?
Actually, I'm pulling into my doctor's office, actually. So just give me 1 second. I'm parking right now.
Hey. You stationary?
I'm pulling in right now at this second. Yes, I am.
All right. What are we doing?
Your Honor, we are respectfully requesting an adjournment in this matter, up possibly 2 to 4 weeks if the court would allow.
So maybe I don't understand something. This is a driving with a license suspended,
That is correct, Your Honor.
and he was just driving, and he didn't have a license.
Is with the charges, Your Honor, yes.
No, I'm looking at his
Yes.
record. He doesn't have a license. He's suspended, and he's just driving.
That is correct, Your Honor.
I don't even know why he would do that. So, defendant's bond is revoked in this matter. Defendant is to turn himself into the Washington County Jail by 6 p.m. today. Failure to turn himself in will result in a bench warrant with no bond.
I hope that doctor give him whatever he was trying to get, because I mean, the judge was as nice as he could. He was just like, I don't know why you would, like, dude, you should have at least turned your camera off. It's crazy. That was crazy, y'all. Let's see what TMZ got going on today. Oh my gosh. Kim and Croy just need to get a divorce already. I'm so sick of them too. A bystander watches a guy get robbed at knife point and taking back, I don't know, but I mean, what do y'all want these people to do for real? For real, but call the police, because you should not intervene. They don't even want security guards intervening in crimes. They want you to call the police. Harvey Weinstein eager to fight his rape retrial. Prosecutors weigh new charges. I didn't know who that dude's name is, but that's Cher's boyfriend. He was in a brawl at the cans, and Cher standing beside him. Jason and Kylie Kelsey get an apology, free dinner offer from the New Jersey mayor after running with an angry fan. Baby, Kylie wasn't playing that. I like that Kylie. Jill Biden mics will be cut off at first president debate. You'll see Joe is smart. Okay. KTLA Rutherman Mark Kriske suffers a mild stroke after Sam's Rubin death. Doing well. Diddy Dirty Money singer bad boy artist playing blame game, just disgruntled employees. She been sticking beside Diddy. That's one thing about her. Jerry Seinfeld says bring back dominant masculinity. That's why he was trending on Twitter. I was wondering, you know Jerry gives no F's, okay? He gives 0. Britney Spears is getting in Vegas hanging out with her brother. At least she got some family to hang out with. Shania Twain, no hate for her ex-husband for affair with her BFF. That don't impress me much. I love me some Shania Twain, I ain't gonna lie. If he's got the moves and he's got the touch, don't get me wrong, yeah, I think you're alright, but that won't keep me warm in the middle of the night. That don't impress me much. Snoop Dogg's wife is opening a strip joint. I thought she had cancer or something. She looks very sickly. But maybe she ain't. Maybe she coming back. Because, yeah. She opening up a strip club. Alright, let's see what else we got out here. These streets. Y'all know I gotta be feeling better from singing songs. It's a slow news day, which is a good thing. It's a lot of things I just ain't gonna read about because I just don't care enough. Eminem may be releasing a new album. Alright, let's hop over to Reddit. Sorry, mama. I never meant to hurt you. I never meant to make you cry, but tonight I'm cleaning out my closet. What's hot when you're horny, but isn't when you're not? Shoot, man. Just right up on each other, breathing all in each other's face. It was cool when you were in the mood, but when you're not, it's like, back up off of me. let's see what y'all are saying. Anything that can be painful, like nipple biting when turned on, is easier to mind some pain and actually enjoy than not. Yeah, I don't like nipple biting anytime. Being in bondage, once you orgasm, you pretty much want to be released right away. Breathing in my ear and on my neck, yes, just save that for naughty time. That's my secret captain. I'm always horny. My boyfriend getting out the shower, flopping his thing around, touching my butthole. My next door neighbor Gladys when she's gardening. When horny, I see a full butt and wide hips. When I'm not, I see an escaped zoo animal. Saliva is the only thing I can think of that evokes a physical gag reaction just at the thought of it for me. Lusting is literally the one and only time I can put up with seeing it, let alone be turned on by it. Pulling my hair to remind me to breathe. Wet floor signs. Being degraded, like call me a little slut and tell me this and that, then you're not like, don't be calling me that. I'm gonna say something for me personally. Whatever I find unattractive in the bedroom stays that way when my wife and I do the deed. Handcuffs. My coworker with a bad attitude. Some of y'all just nasty, talking about being peed on. Yeah, some of these is just getting out of control. What's the dumbest way you got with someone? Essentially dared each other to F and neither of us chickened out. And y'all always wanted to be together. I thought the date was a bust, but the evening not, so I decided that I should go home so I could play a few games on my console. So I said to her, I did not know about you, but I have to work tomorrow, so I'm going home. She didn't like that at all, so she made sure I knew she liked me. We now have 2 kids, all thanks to a game I will never play again. Not me, but my parents. My dad worked on the cafeteria side of his company, while my mom and her twin sister worked as seamstresses in the same building. My aunt goes through the lunch line first, and my mom an hour later. I realized they were twins. My dad commented something like, "You sure are hungry today." 3 kids and 37 years later, they are still together. He probably thought she liked them. Got a call from a wrong number, met up with her at Burger King, and we went back to my place for some fun. Those are those old school, when you call somebody by accident and then you end up together. That's really old school. I was a bartender in my youth and I was working a big party and a girl came up and asked for a bottle of water. I was super slammed, so I just gave her one and said it was on me. She grabbed my hand and said she needed to thank me by making out. She was so hot, so I was into it. We hooked up the next day. That's kind of crazy. What's the best hack when deep cleaning your house? This might be my favorite thread. Top down, one room at a time, pace yourself. Clean wearing a head torch. If it looks good under such good light, it'll look like in normal lighting. Man, if I put on that light, I'll be crazy. Always work top to down. Yep, that's how I do. Declutter, declutter, declutter. Having fewer things collect dust. Oh my. I know I got a bookshelf and it just, the thought of the dust on there. Asking someone to help you, you can do both hard. No, I like to do it by myself. Energizing music. Music definitely helps. Don't hold on to junk that you never use. Lots of hefty bags and don't be precious. Store it all away or donate it. A tip for the microwave: a wet hand towel and nuke it for 5 minutes. Remove it with tongs. Everything comes out right afterwards. And don't forget to put some lemon up in that mug. Mix baking soda with bleach to create a thick paste. Apply the paste on those hard, clean, moldy silicone spots in the bathroom. Both soda and bleach will have a whitening effect. Baking soda's a clutch. You know, somebody said like baking soda and owes crack some money because like when they pulled Sudafed off the shelves when the meth thing was happening, they never took baking soda off when there was a crack epidemic. Never. Open a beer, sit down, and wait until the urge of clean goes away. Open windows, fans pointed out. Any dust that kicks up doesn't have a chance to resettle. I know that's right. I miss my attic fan. That's the only thing about this new house. I don't have that. Put hoarders on TV. Yeah. If it's worth $500, get somebody else to do it. No. If you burn it down, someone else will clean it for you. Getting my kids to move out of my house has been so much cleaner. I just need a self-cleaning toilet. That would be so nice. And I mean to clean the outsides and all around. That would just be great. Alright, let's get into these Am I the A-holes? Am I the a-hole for refusing to re-propose after my fiance lost her engagement ring? I mean, no, but it would have been cute. I'm 29 and my fiance is 28. 6 months ago, with a beautiful ring I proposed. I saved up for a year to buy. She was thrilled, and we've been happily planning our wedding since then. Last weekend, we went on a trip to the mountains for a little getaway. During our hike, she realized that her engagement ring was missing. She was devastated, and we spent hours retracing our steps, but couldn't find it. When we got back home, she asked if I could get a new ring and re-propose to create the moment recreate it, and I told her I understand she felt, but buying another ring of the same quality will be financially challenging for me. I suggested that we can either wait until I can afford a similar ring, or she can get a regular modest ring now. She was upset and said it wouldn't feel the same. Then that's her problem, because she shouldn't have lost it. Somebody said, not the a-hole, if you really love me, it's a trap. Yeah, she gotta grow up. Am I the a-hole for ruining my parents' marriage? I don't know what happened with this. My dad spends lots of time on social media, and recently he has been talking about how frequent fraternity fraud has become and the kind of BS. A while ago, he told me, 16, that he wants a paternity test because he thinks that I might not be his child. He asked me to keep this between us and not tell my mom anything in case he was wrong. To be clear, between all the siblings, I'm the only one who doesn't look like him, which is why he only wanted to test me. I told him that he is a moron because my mom is just not that kind of person who cheats. She was devoted, yada yada. I said, I'll take the test, but it's none of his business whether or not I told mom. The test results came 2 days ago, and our surprise, I am his child. He told me that he is glad we did this so that he could be sure and not have any doubts. I told him to F off. Of course, I went and told my mom about the test, and now she wants a divorce. She basically kicked him out. I mean, maybe his social media was getting to him. Honestly, I'm not mad at men getting paternity tests, honestly. I don't think it's nothing wrong with it. I think if I was a man, I would probably get paternity tests. I'm not playing. Not the a-hole, your father really has no shame. I mean, he got caught up in a conspiracy, y'all. This is a time where I'm going to be like, you know, if you know. I probably would have waited till the girl was over 18, though. I don't think I would have did it while she's still young. Am I the a-hole for telling my wife I would rather her sister live in our house than her? Yeah. I'm 35 and my wife's 35. We've been married 6 years. Some background: 7 months ago, my wife gave birth to our daughter. I'll call her Sadie. Ever since my wife gave birth, she has been increasingly rude and refuses to do any work around the house and says she's still healing from childbirth. my wife's stepsister, Hannah, I guess she temporarily moved in with them. Hannah didn't have enough to get another place right away. My wife seemed very eager to let Hannah move in despite claiming they never get along. They came to agreement that she would help with Sadie. During that week, she did all the chores. My wife has been, of course she gonna do a lot. She need a place to stay. Hannah, so they got into it. My wife, they got into it something and tried to intervene when I was at home. When my wife would accuse me of wanting to let Hannah lay around the house, being lazy because she was, I don't know. I think that's retarded, but they blurted it off. She and I got into a huge fight about her using that word to describe Hannah and didn't speak for days. My breaking point came when I found out my wife had been making Hannah pay her rent and buy baby supplies. I pay all the bills and the money Hannah has been living with my wife was not going towards my house. My wife also made Hannah pay for food. I don't know. Not the a-hole your wife is stealing from you and Hannah. It shows a dishonest character. The key word is y'all should have just never let this girl move in. It's not the a-hole. It sounds like your wife is tired of you because she be cheating. Maybe she is. Alright, let's get into my story times. Although I don't know if I have a lot, but we'll see what I got.
And it's so embarrassing to come crying on the internet, but this stuff that I have been dealing with for 2 years because of my freaking teeth is like, I don't even know what to do anymore, and like the only place I can really go to is my platforms. As everybody pretty much knows, 2 years ago I had dental work done at Smile Dental Center 32 in Miami, and it ruined my life. Like, literally ruined my life. And I'm still dealing with it to this day. And I just left another TMJ doctor. This is the 3rd or 4th one that I've gone to. And I'm just very overwhelmed. Like, the medical industry, the dental industry in America is like, they literally do not care about what you are going through. Like, everything is about money for them. And like, I understand, like, people have to get paid, but it's like, the fact that like I can't do anything, like I can't use insurance, I can't do anything. I've already spent $80,000 pretty much on this whole situation in 2 years. And I go to another TMJ doctor because I have severe TMJ now because of the veneers that Smile Dental Center did. They lost my bite. I have severe TMJ. I got my teeth redone. It didn't fix it. That was another $30,000. It's just like, I just had an appointment, and like, they're telling me like, okay, we could do this, and it, it could be a big money pit, and it could be, another 80K, and it might not work. Like, I've spent so much money with so many doctors, just praying that something works for me, and nothing works, and nothing ever works. I don't know what to do anymore. Like, I can't even sue the freaking dentist every time I come on here telling my story about what happened, which is a crazy ass story. I'm like, just sue. Why don't you sue? If I could sue, that would be the first thing I'm doing. But I can't do that. It's not possible. Like, can't sue for my sensory issues. My sensory issues are unknown. Every time I go to a doctor, they've never heard of it. And you can't prove that they gave you these issues because there's no way to diagnose it specifically. Like, it's just a whole thing. They offered to give me my money back within the first year, and I told them no, so that I could bring awareness, because like, people are just like, out there getting veneers and whatever the case may be. Like, my life is literally ruined because I got my teeth redone. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, I'm constantly in pain. I can't even close my mouth properly after a retainer every single day. 24/7 pretty much, to even close my mouth comfortably. No bite adjustments can fix it, nothing. I've done 100 bite adjustments. I've gone to 10 different dentists, 4 different TMJ doctors. I've done integrative medicine. I've done acupuncture. I've done everything you could possibly. I've done hypnosis. I've literally done everything you could possibly do to try to fix these issues. I've been called crazy by my primary care doctor at Kaiser. They told me to see a therapist because I'm what I'm going through. At this point, like, I just don't know what to do. I'm in severe pain. I've gotten freaking masseter Botox twice. My fucking face is slimmed the fuck out. Like, I look crazy as fuck because I'm in pain 24/7. It's just... I guess my only thing is just don't get fucking veneers and know that, like, something like this can ruin your life, like, literally. And quite frankly, I'm not giving nobody else 80 fucking bands. Like, no, I'm not doing it. Like, the fact that these people are so, like, just every...
Go to Mexico, they'll take them all out. I feel like they will. One of them little countries over there, they'll take them things out.
Oh, Busta Rhymes. Busta Bus. Boy, I read the article yesterday, dog. I know dang well what's going on in the industry, bro. Skis. Huh? Y'all securities and bodyguards, everybody coming out the woodworks on y'all, man. Y'all better pay them peoples and get the peoples right, dogs. Cause they telling all your business. I read it, Busta Bus. Busta Bus. Allegedly, they say you was inviting fun boys in your section. Busta Bus, I can't see your big behind trying to bust a booty down, dog. You too big for that, bro. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. I just can't picture Busta Bus busting some booty down. Or somebody even busting that big butt down. That's a big back guy. Jesus Christ. Busta Bus, is it...
So this is Rick Ross's baby mama, Tia Kemp, and this lady is out of control, but I just had to play this because when she said busting a booty down, I came with her. This is Rick Ross's baby mama, y'all.
Good, lick this just like you should my neck. My back, lick my just like that. My neck, my back, lick.
Girl, why was that lady in there doing all that? Her doctor walked in. I hope she went in there for no back pain or nothing, because they ain't gonna believe her. checking to see if he remained stiff through this whole song. This man, I feel like he was going to shoot that place up. I feel like he came in there to do that song and shoot everybody, but he didn't. Interesting, but entertaining. Somebody said this actually might be Hurricane Chris. I'm never in the right place at the right time. I'm telling my kids this was fall wall. This guy is blind, so Henry says, okay, he's blind. I was wondering, I was like, what is wrong with him? So he's not going to shoot up the place. Somebody said, why is nobody going crazy? He knows every word. He's not in front of the right crowd. See, they should have had put in there that he was blind, but they didn't. So I give him a pass.
I tried to tear the seat apart to get my life jacket. As we're going back, it was another 3 to 5 minutes after the first announcement. He basically told us that we needed to make a emergency water landing. And at that point, fear ran through my bones. Everyone on the plane panicked. Some people reacted in different ways. People were crying. People were screaming. Everyone was getting their life jackets from underneath the plane, underneath their seat. I pulled my red tab, and the tab flew across the plane. It broke completely. I had asked the flight attendants for help, and they told me that as long as I knew that my life jacket was there, then I would be okay. That really did not sit well with me, because when I looked out of the window, all I saw was blue. I'm saying my prayers to die at this point, because it was...
Yeah, they was tripping on that Spirit airline. I read about them doing the emergency water landing, but people's accounts, the flight is your life jacket not working, and them don't work. No, I'm about to fight with somebody to get one that works. I can't. No, what do you mean my thing is not blowing up? Give me another life jacket now. I'm about to go crazy in this thing. Spirit. Oh, these planes, y'all. Pray for traveling mercy every time before you travel, because it's just crazy. But needless to say, he lived to tell the story.
Big back. Camera recording. All the big back, whole lot of things I need to do.
What you doing?
Recording your big back.
Get my phone.
Kids are so bad. Alright, that's it for today, y'all. I had fun with y'all today. It's been a struggle these past couple of days, but finally feeling back to normal. Thank y'all for thugging it out with me. It's been rough. But I'm seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. Y'all have an amazing day. I'll pray for y'all. Y'all stay praying for me.